In this video, I'm going to show you how you can make a 3D layered mandala in the Starcraft Create software. So let me start a new page here. And the first thing you're going to want is a Zentangle or a mandala image. You can just go to Google and do a search for those. And I'm going to choose this one. I'll update the preview. And I'm going to go ahead and accept this because I can get rid of that. And I'll show you how to do that very quick. I can go to my shape tool, the third tool down, and just left click and drag a box around that and hit delete. And then it's gone. Alright, so I'm going to make some copies of this. I'm going to just hold the Alt key down, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag, click and drag. And maybe one more. I'm not going to need that many, but just in case. You always want to have extra copies, right? Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do on the first one is I'm going to make it completely colored in. So I'm going to come over here to my Style panel. I'm going to click on Shadow Blackout Straight. Alright, and then I'm going to come up to Effects, Shadow Layer, and I'm going to give that a shadow layer of 0.080. And I'm going to also choose Straight in the type and click OK. Now I do need to select both of these and go to Path Union. Okay, and then you can come over here to your little art palette here for fill and stroke and turn the stroke off just for visual. The stroke doesn't cut unless you convert it to a path, but it will affect the way that it looks. So then I'm going to go ahead and select my next one, and I'm going to go to Effects, Shadow Layer, and this one I'm going to give it 0.060. So I'm going down by 0.020. Alright, and then I'm going to make this straight, and I'm going to click OK. And then I'm going to make sure both are selected, and I'm going to go to Path Union and turn off the stroke. And then I'm going to give this a different color. I'm actually going to give this one a different color as well. I want that one a dark purple, and then this one maybe a pink. We'll go a little bit lighter. And then I'm going to move this one over here and make sure that it's on top of that bottom layer. And then I'm going to select the next one, and I'm going to go to Effects, Shadow Layer, and then I'm going to do, let's see, 80, 60, 40. Sometimes I forget where I'm at. Straight. And then click OK. Again, to make sure that both are selected, and go to Path Union. Turn off the stroke and give this a color. And I think I'll go with this green. And make sure that it's on top of the pink. Okay. Then I'll go to my next one, and I'm going to go to Effects, Shadow Layer, and this one's going to be 20. So it's 0.020. Select Shadow Straight and click OK. Make sure both are selected and go to Path Union. Turn off the stroke and give this a color. And make sure that it's on the top. Okay, and then our next one, we have two choices. We can either leave it, or we can do it at like a 0.005. So let's go ahead and do that. We'll go to Effects, Shadow Layer, 0.005. Make sure that it's set to straight. Click OK. Make sure both are selected. Go to Path Union. And I'm going to turn this stroke off, and I think I'm going to make this black and make sure it's on top of the pink. Then I can select them all, come over here to my position and size, and make sure selection is selected here, and select align vertical and horizontal. And that's it. It's done. Now, let's zoom in and see what we have here. We have a purple layer, pink layer, green layer, fuchsia layer, and the black layer, which seems to be hiding somewhere. So let's go back to find it. And here it is. So we have this one, this one. Is that right? And then this one, oops, this one, and then this one, we need to make sure that it's arranged bring to front. And then we can select all and align them again. And let's zoom in. No, there it is. Okay. Except our purple seems to be off, so I must have rotated that somehow. So what I'll do is select it, or try to select it, and rotate it. Maybe that's it. Maybe it's not. We'll soon find out. It's not. If I hold the shift key, it will keep it from moving left or right or up or down. Alright, now, sorry about that. Let's zoom in. Okay, so now we have the purple, the pink, green, fuchsia, and black. So we have 5 layers. Now, what you're going to want to do is zoom back out and pull these apart. Let me go ahead and get rid of these since I'm done. Alright, so we know this one is fine and this one is fine. But if we zoom in here on this one and go to my selection tool, if I highlight it, you can see that I have these little specks right here. These really thin lines right here, those aren't going to cut well. So what I can do is come over here to my shape tool and click on this, and then you can see I have a bunch of nodes, so I'm going to really have to zoom in. So I'll start with the center here, and those actually look pretty good, and I don't see any specks around. But let's go to our shape tool and make sure. I'm looking for anything in here on the inside of here, and I don't see anything there. Okay, but these are not going to cut well, so I'm going to go ahead and select them, hit delete on the keyboard, and then you can see that these are still selected, so just hit delete again. Select these, hit delete, these are selected, hit delete again, select these, and hit delete. Select these, hit delete, these are automatically selected, so hit delete, and then come down here to this one, select those, delete, delete, select these, delete, delete. And then these. Be sure you don't get the wrong ones, because if you get any of these, it's going to distort your shape. So just pay attention to that. And then I think that's it. I think the rest of those will probably cut fine. Okay, so that one's done. And then this one, looks like it's fine. And then this one is going to have some work, because these are not going to cut well on these outside. And those little dots, that's not going to cut well either. So let's go ahead and zoom in, select our shape tool, and just delete these. And these, oops, just hit undo. Select these, delete, delete, delete. I'm sorry this takes so long, guys, but excuse me. I wanted to make sure that I showed you how to edit to get rid of those. And then these little dots on the inside as well. The lines, I believe, will cut fine, but these little dots out here, they will not. So we will get rid of those, and then we'll continue down here. And get rid of all of these, as well as these. And then I think that's, nope, I got some more over here. Delete those, and delete those. Now I believe I'm done. Okay, so they should all still be in order. So go ahead and select them all and align horizontal and vertical. And that's it. So you can cut this out of cardstock, you can put it in a shadow box, or whatever you want to do with it. So thanks for watching.